She was literally born on a movie set and never turned back. Elizabeth Guest is here to talk about her latest project called Guest Appearances. It is a hilarious web series. Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I'm not kidding, right? About born on a set?
So I sort of fudged my bio, I think, at one point, and it's really hard to change it. I was born on location.
Same difference.
My mom, anyway, I made a mistake. It's fine. I was born on location.
Same difference,
Yes,
though. I mean,
yes.
You were born into the industry.
I
Both
was
of your
born.
parents are in the industry. This is how it goes.
It is.
You were
It is.
destined for this.
I was destined for this. Yes, that's right.
You had no other choice?
No.
Really?
No, I think if I had wanted to do something else, they would have been very supportive, but I'm very lucky that they understand it.
Right.
You know?
Okay, so now you went to school, obviously.
Yes,
and,
I went to USC for film school. Yeah.
My girl.
Yeah.
I'm a Trojan too.
You
so
are? Fight
yes.
on.
Fight on. Yes. Okay, so you went to USC Film School. You knew how to do this.
Yeah.
And what struck me when I was watching Guest Appearance is that it is a web series, but it's beautifully shot.
Thank
and
you.
then I asked you, who did it?
So I produced it, but my friend Carmen Emmy, who went to USC with me, was the cinematographer, and he really knows what he's doing. And then the second season was a different cinematographer, Adam Gundersheimer, and he went to NYU. So I'm just very fortunate to know very talented people.
But in the end, I mean, you're producing it
I
and
did
you're
produce
starring in it.
Yes, I did star, and I directed it as well.
See, this
Yeah.
is what I'm talking about. So I wanted to, okay, so first of all, let's talk about the show, and then we're
Okay.
going to talk about the behind the scenes stuff, because I think that's interesting too.
Yeah.
The show is so relevant today, just because we all go through ups and downs of nightmare relationships.
Yes.
And that
Yes,
is
we
what
do.
this show is about.
Yes, and I feel like it's different dating today than it was, 10 years ago even, with the apps and stuff. And I sort of explore that in the second season, dating apps and all of that. But a couple years ago, before the apps were really a thing, I was just having these kind of bizarre experiences, and I wrote about them. And I also felt guilty. I think there's a thing there's a sort of double standard where men can kind of date and explore and sort of be dating multiple people, and I was doing that for a short period of time, and I felt extremely guilty about it. So Lydia, the character, kind of came to me, and I wrote down a monologue, and then that's how it started.
But I keep coming back to the fact that we've all been there, and so when I'm watching it, I'm like, I've dated that guy. I know what she's talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I'm so glad. It's cathartic.
It totally is. Okay. So now I promise to talk about the behind the scenes stuff too, because I think a lot of people don't understand that it's not in this day and age about just being the talent.
Yeah.
I feel like in this day and age, when the internet is so prevalent, especially in the film and movie and TV industry, that you have to do everything, or at least know how to do everything.
Yes, I mean, it's really hard, you know. I will say the second season was particularly challenging, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess we shot for 6 days back to back, and I was doing so much, and I think I actually have trouble asking for help. So there was a producer on board the second season, and I was sort of not telling him things that I needed, and I didn't have a wardrobe person, so I was like living out of this suitcase for 6 days, like, I guess this shirt works, and grabbing the blazer, and some outfits I don't understand, but they're fine. It all worked out.
It all worked out.
But yeah, wearing a lot of hats is challenging. But I will say that I tend to now, if I'm just acting, get quite bored.
Oh, interesting.
And I like being busy, and especially because I'm playing a character that is obviously very close to home.
Right.
I think it makes it easier for me to have a bunch of things to do.
Well, it's like your baby, It's
It
like
is.
you know all the ins and outs of this character because it's you,
Yes,
And so
yes.
you want it to look a certain way, you want it to be a certain way.
Yes, and I think I love that I don't really have to audition anyone. I know so many amazing actors, so if I write this scene and then I just have a person that comes to mind, and I'm very fortunate in that way.
Where can people find the show?
So right now it has its own website, guestappearanceswebseries.com, and the second season has not launched yet, but next year.
Next year, 2020.
Yeah, around Valentine's Day, actually. is my plan.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So perfect. Well,
Yeah.
it has been so lovely to have you.
Oh,
thank you for
thank you.
coming.
Thanks for having
Come
me.
back anytime whenever you've got new projects.
Thank you.
The show is hilarious. If you've ever had to date in this world, you know what she's going through.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.